Hey, what's going on, guys? BFlatten here with week number 4 of the Golden Week of 1.0 spoilers for TemTem once September 6th launches. Let's go ahead and see what they have in store for us with the Tamers Paradise and Feathers. So, week number 4 is going to be diving into Tamers Paradise, which is going to be the new island that they are going to be featuring with 1.0. It's going to be having new activities and a whole new economy with more reliable rewards. Archtamers. After completing the Archtamers side quests, all 4 of them will move to a new facility, and you'll be able to rematch them on a weekly basis, kind of like the dojo rematches. This is pretty similar to the current dojo matches with a twist. In order to defeat the Archmages, you'll need to beat all 4 of them consecutively, all while using the same competitive team. Your team will be healed in between matches, but you won't be able to change any Tems or gears. Best of luck, Tamers. Draft. Forget about your current Tem squad. In this activity, you'll create a new 4 Tem squad from scratch and completely and constantly adapt it. You'll be presented with 4 Tem choices and 4 gear choices. Once you make your selection, you'll be presented with another 4 Tem and gears. Repeat this until you have 4 geared Tems in your squad, and you'll be able to ready to start battling rivals, which will also feature draft selected squads chosen by the AI. Each time you defeat a rival, you'll keep one of their Tems and replace them with one of yours, and then a new, stronger rival will appear. How many rivals will you think you'll be able to beat with this method? The Tower. Similar to the draft activity, in fact that they share the same facility, except in Tower you'll be able to carry on with your own Tems. With a few exceptions, the Tower will feature a list of banned Tems which you won't be able to use. This list will be changing on a weekly basis, you'll need to constantly adapt your team. After your team is formed, the structure is pretty much the same as the draft activity. Defeat an endless array of increasingly difficult rivals and get juicy rewards on the way. Wild. A similar infinite increasing difficulty, destroy everything you can in the activity, but this time featuring untamed Tems. Instead of walking through the grass looking for the encounters, Tem will constantly swarm you without letting you leave the battle. You'll be able to enter with your squad, but you'll only be able to use a certain amount of items in the activity. You'll also have bonuses applied, and these will change weekly. The Roguelite. Explore an ever-changing dungeon that will randomly generate each time you enter. Start from scratch by getting a starter Tem and explore the dungeon, getting new Tems and items as you progress. Will you be able to reach the end? Layer. Last but not least, we're introducing a new activity related to current layers you know. Instead of requiring a 5-man party, this will include a cooperative party between just 2 players. You will start by choosing a target TemTem species, and completing the layer will grant you an egg from that species. Any Tem but Anahir and the Mythicals can be selected. Also, players will be able to tweak several difficulty modifiers, how many gems they will need, how much healing the resting nodes will cover. All of these modifiers will change the prize egg, increasing its SVs, egg moves, and even its shiny rate. Bigger risk leads to better rewards, but try not to bite more than you can chew. We've read a lot of feedback about activities infinitely can lead to too much of a grind and bad overall sensation of the activity. But we know these activities are going to be fun, and many of the dedicated users will want to repeat them. So for Tamers Paradise, we're trying a different approach. Each activity will require a token you'll need to spend to access. Every user will get 5 tokens freely each week, 1 for each activity. Since the Archtamers one will be left out of the token system and will be instead a regular weekly base like dojo rematches, it'll let you run each activity for free once. Activities reward are balanced towards only running them once per week, so that you should have enough for most users. Tokens will be up for purchase using Pansuns. For those who are super dedicated and want to spend some extra time in Tamers Paradise and convert their Pansuns into new rewards, tokens don't expire, so you can use yours in whichever way you please. Speaking of rewards, Tamers Paradise will also hold a shopping center with cosmetics, furniture, usable items for all kinds of Tamers. Your Pansuns aren't worth anything here. You'll have to use a new currency called Feathers. Feathers is the new currency. In almost every activity, both new and old, feathers will be granted, depending on your performance. Every current activity in the game, fishing, postal service, ranked matches, everything, feathers will be added to its pool. Aside from using cosmetics and items like in the shopping house, there will be other things that you can use feathers for. Radars. Instead of praying to the RNG gods for a lovely Kaku radar, you'll be able to choose and purchase the radar you want. The species appearance rate will impact the price of the radar, making the rare Tems more expensive, so we don't devalue them too much. With this, we're also reinstating the rare radars, aka 5% and 10% Tems. We know how much you miss them. Tell them your hotfixes. Let's say you've run 20 layers and you've got the possibility hotfix types with the exception of an attack one. Now with feathers, you'll be able to purchase the hotfixes that you need. Tell them your hacks and bugs. There is something called telomere bugs. A new telomere item similar to hotfixes, but instead of increasing an SV, it allows you to subtract it. Essences, you already know about candies, fruits, and smoothies, but now we're introducing a new tier, essences. Fruit essences will add 100 TVs to the stats of your choice instead of just buying the 50s. Learning Aid Plus, which is more experience, it gives you 3 times the experience boost and it will last an hour. Soul Binders. So Soul Binders is if you, pardon me, Soul Binders exists if you have a Tem that is not your actual original trainer and you want it to become yours so you can actually train it up even further. You can actually use that during feathers. It looks like that is everything for week number 4. Let me know what you guys think about Tamers Paradise and also the feather system and what you can use feathers for. It looks like it's a great system and it's going to be a huge improvement to what we already have. A lot of reworks, but also a lot of additions to enhance the game even further. Tomorrow and the next one is going to be a week number 5 for Golden Week, and it's going to be the final week of the patch notes. Feel free to stick around for that, and I will see you guys in the next one. My name is B-Flat, and I'm signing on out of here. Take care, all. Laters.